your attention, please. It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in
10. You have a dream? 9. And if you have a goal? 8. I want you to go after it. 7. It doesn't matter your age. 6. And it doesn't matter your race. 5. You can make it. 4. I promise. 3. So go. 2. Be defiant. 1. And live your dream. Unafraid. Defy all odds. I am defiant. There is nothing that can hold back my greatness.
I am defiant.
And the same goes for you. Welcome to the Defiant Ones Team Podcast, hosted by Kindify. The show starts now. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Defiant Ones Team Podcast. For anyone who's new here, first of all, welcome. I am your host, Christian Kindify Robinson, and basically what we do around here is defy the odds. This is the Defiant Ones Teen Podcast, spanned from the Defiant Ones Teen Magazine, which is a magazine for teens by teens that talks about the latest entertainment, fashion, news, trends, etc., everything that other magazines do, but takes it another step further because we are coming from the youth for the youth. The magazine is for teens by teens and shares the same stories that we do here in the podcast, but more. In this podcast, we speak to amazing individuals who are defining who they are, but also defying the odds or limitations, expectations that life, society, and sometimes even ourselves put upon ourselves. So they are going after their dreams despite anything that comes their way. They are making an impact. They are being an influence to everyone that's around them, everyone that sees them. Every action they take is making something and someone better. These are the people we're speaking to, and we have someone here amazing today that I cannot wait for her to share her story. She's an incredible singer, dancer, and very nice supermodel. I am talking about the one and only Maya Zeller. Hey!
Hi!
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, so my name's Maya Zeller. I'm from Connecticut, and I am a singer, dancer, pageant girl, model, actress, and I've recently been starring on the new teen reality show on Amazon Prime, Next Big Thing NYC, which is almost completely aired. The season finale is on its way, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's what I do, and I'm holding a new pageant title currently. I'm Connecticut Royal International Miss Teen, so I'll be going to Florida in July to compete at internationals. Hopefully, you know, everything with COVID works out and that can happen as planned. And with that, I do a lot of community service, and I actually have my own organization, All About Pink, which I'm starting up some big fundraisers soon. COVID kind of threw a wrench in it, but I'm getting back on it, so.
Yeah. Maya, you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot. Can I ask how old you are?
16.
Wow. At 16.
Yeah.
I mean, goodness. I know you have a lot of people looking up to you. So you said that you sing, dance, and model. When did you first get into all of that?
I did my first pageant when I was 11, but I had been competitively dancing since I was like 3. So, well, not competitive. Whoa, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I started dancing when I was 3, and then a few years after that, I started competing. And so I was kind of used to being on stage, but I really just wanted to like see the new scenery, try out pageantry, because, you know, a lot of the dance girls were doing it. And I was always like not a shy kid, so I always wanted to like try new things. So I jumped into my first pageant when I was 11, and I took first runner-up, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea what I'm doing here, but okay. But I like absolutely loved it. So after that, I was like, I need to enter in more pageants. I want to keep doing this for sure. And of course I did that. And then from there, I just started entering in like runway modeling competitions, stuff like that, like slowly getting into the industry. And then just casting online for photo shoots and runways and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of led from competitive dance to pageants to then modeling.
Yeah, that's really good. So I actually have a really personal question. Is it, or what inspires you to do this more competitively and compete in pageants rather than regular modeling, or is it just something that you enjoy?
I feel like pageants are kind of overlooked because it's not so much just like competing in the dress and all of that. Like I said
Yeah,
before, like there's a lot of community service and like hard work that goes into actually taking the crown. Like once you get to like my age group and higher and you're going for like international titles like I am,
yeah,
you have to have a platform. So you have to have like a solid platform that you can tell the judges and tell the pageant circuit, like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing with it. This is the work I'm going to put into it. And then you have to be able to show all the work you've done and show all the money you've raised and all this kind of stuff. So people, I think, sometimes overlook pageants and think it's just, walking in a dress and all
yeah,
this kind of stuff. But there's really a lot of hard work that goes into it and a lot of time. And you really have to be dedicated to what you're doing. And you have to like have a passion for it, or else it doesn't really work right. Because,
yeah,
you're trying to be a role model, but if you don't really want to be one, you can't be one. So yeah. And then with modeling, I feel like pageants and modeling, they're similar, but they're totally different because,
okay,
with modeling, I feel like you can't really get away from the stereotype of it's about looks, because really, what else is it about if you're
yeah,
just taking photos or just modeling clothing? But at the same time, there's a lot of intelligent models. Like there's a lot of pageant girls that are really, really busy in the modeling industry, and
yeah,
they've got like serious brains, So I think that both the industries are overlooked and have like massive stereotypes on them, but sometimes it just takes like getting an inside look and like really like doing your research on these things to understand like really what goes on behind the scenes.
yeah. And I'm actually really glad you said that, because it almost makes me think of when you look at a painting, when you're somebody else looking at a painting, you only see it from the front. But when you're the artist, you're painting the canvas. And in the industry, you had a really good point that there's all this stuff that people see in modeling and in different things where they just see what you're doing. So they don't see the scope of how much actually goes into it, how much goes into a person. Like the pageantry, like you said, it goes not more than just putting on a dress and who looks the best, all this stuff. It's about who's a good person, who's about doing the most, all that different thing. So, I mean, I totally understand and appreciate what you do, because it must take a lot of bravery. It has to take a lot of bravery to put yourself out there and to go after it like that. To be this person that's not only a role model that people can literally look up to, but to literally be living the lifestyle of one.
Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely. And to give you guys a little scope of that, I have a really cool clip I want to show you. Watch this.
I am Maya Zeller, and as Miss Teen World America Connecticut, I will be forming my own nonprofit organization all about pink. Breast cancer does not discriminate. 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in her lifetime. Many hear breast cancer and automatically link it to women, but breast cancer knows no gender. About 500 men will die this year alone just from breast cancer. I lost my Aunt Cindy to this terrible disease. I watched her suffer as it took over her body, and eventually we lost her. Devastation turned into motivation, and I became so driven to help other families and fighters in her honor. From genetic testing to early detection and simplifying health insurance difficulties, I am determined to help find a cure and strive for more survivors and lives lost. I am currently in the process of starting my own nonprofit organization, All About Pink, which will partner with various breast cancer foundations in order to fund these areas that need a louder voice to advocate. The title of Miss Teen World America will grant me a louder microphone to reach a larger audience and build a bigger platform to raise awareness globally and to save lives. Thank you.
Our first runner-up, Connecticut, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I think the thing that's most beautiful about that is, again, more than just the looks, you have a beautiful heart.
Thank you.
So, I know you said it in the video, but I really want to know just how deep this All About Pink goes.
So, like I said, in the pageant video, I lost my aunt when I was younger to breast cancer, and I was young but old enough to realize, what was going on.
Yeah.
And I kind of got to see like how that affects the family. And, she had kids, and that was my aunt, and that was my mom's sister, and it just goes on and on. Everybody's connected to her. So you see how it affects everybody, and you see that as I got older and I started researching this kind of stuff, I feel like making my own organization and offering, funds to organizations that help with early detection and stuff like that in testing for the gene is really, really important, because I feel like if my aunt had known that she had the gene, maybe she could have had a preventative surgery.
Yeah.
But she didn't know. So once you don't know and it hits you and it's too late and there's nothing you can do, then what are you going to do from there? So that's why with All About Pink, I hold fundraisers. I had a nonprofit, and then right as I was kind of, planning my fundraisers and starting up, COVID hit us all, so it wasn't safe to do them. But I'm actually in the works for a fundraiser for March, so I'm praying everything goes as planned. But really with All About Pink, I just like to have these fundraisers and then donate the proceeds to bigger breast cancer organizations that stand for, different areas, each fundraiser to a different organization that can help in a different area. So, genetic testing, health insurance difficulty, stuff like that. So that's my main goal with All About Pink, is to just bring awareness and to help in all aspects, because I feel like there's so many things that go into preventing a family member from getting breast cancer and not having to go through what my family went through and losing somebody that you love to it. And something really exciting is that All About Pink actually just partnered up with a new nonprofit called More Than Likes, located in Connecticut. And it's also run by somebody close to my age. And so basically we're going to be teaming up and holding our events together. So that will be really awesome. And I'll also be helping out with their events as well. So I'll be, doubling with all my community service. And with the pageant circuit, we do community service every month. There's a monthly service project. So I've been doing toy drives and eyeglass donations and all this kind of stuff. So it's really awesome because it keeps you on task.
Yeah. I mean, can we have a round of applause, please? Please, these efforts are amazing. And the thing that I love the most about it is it's not just affecting you. You're not making something specifically for you. You're helping others. You're helping families. I mean, millions of people are going to be benefited by what you're doing. Millions of people are looking up to what you're doing. And if not already, I promise they will. I promise they will.
That's
the question that I have is, with your singing and modeling, your nonprofit, all the things that you do, what would you say is the most difficult? And when I ask that, I'm asking, is it as in the task at hand, or is it the mindset that you have to have going into it?
For me, because I still am in high school, although I am doing my school at home this year because of the circumstances, but actually works out better for me with my schedule and everything.
Yeah.
I would say the toughest thing is none of it I would say is a hassle, because if I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't. That's just, I'm that type of person. I'm not going to do it if I don't want to do it.
That's a good answer.
So that's my biggest thing. So I want to do it. So I'm going to make the time and I'm going to put in the effort. And I'm also I try to be as organized as I can. So I write everything out. Like I make sure I have time to do everything I need to do for all aspects of my life. But I would say the biggest thing is just like schedule wise. It's definitely, I have a very filled and busy schedule for sure.
Yeah.
Because I do my school during the day. You know, I try to work out, try to exercise, and then I go to dance rehearsals, and somewhere in the mix there, I'm always doing stuff for next big thing. I'm always constantly trying to be active on social media, because that's a big thing, trying to grow the social media, and that's like a job in itself.
It really is.
Yeah. And then I'm always like writing down my ideas, organizing what I need to do for my nonprofit, and especially because I have a fundraiser that I'm going to be doing for this next month. There's been a lot of work going into that. So the biggest thing is just schedule and like making it happen, but it's not dreadful because I want to do it all. So I figure out a way to make it work. It's just busy for sure.
Most definitely. Most definitely. There's a saying, when you have a passion for something, it's not a job. It's your passion.
For sure.
So can you walk us through, what does a week look like in your life?
A week in my life looks like not wanting to do school, but doing it. So every morning it's like, oh, do I really need an education? Okay, I guess I do. So I wake up and I do my school. And then when I'm done with my school, I look at, well, actually, let's restart. At nighttime, I have like a planner. Like I'm like a big planner person. Mm-hmm. So I write in my planner like everything I need to do the next day. And sometimes I'll write it out for like the week.
Yeah.
So I write it out. So I always have everything written down, because I also can get scrambled. So if I don't write it down, sometimes I'll forget about things. So yeah, then I wake up and I dread doing my school, but I get that done. And then I do anything else that I have like written down that I need to get done. I do that. And then I try to exercise as much as I can. And then at nighttime normally is when I go to the dance studio, which luckily is like right near my house. So yeah, I go to the dance studio. I do my rehearsals. I do my technique classes, do my singing there. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much a week of my life. It's also dance comp season right now. So in the mode for dance for sure. I'm definitely tired every night.
No, trust me. I know that it's very hectic, and as someone who is also living the lifestyle along with thousands of others who are going through it, it's hard to be able to manage your time and to be able to do all these things, because you have so much of a dream, you have so much a desire to do so much, but there's only so little time. You have so many goals and so many tasks that you have to get done. It's hard to focus on one thing. So, I mean, that balance, I know it's definitely a struggle, a difficulty to have. But there was this thing that I'm starting, and maybe it would benefit you. I think it was Elon Musk that came with this strategy, or he proposed it. When you write down your tasks that you have for the week or for the day, you write out a realistic, meaning as in you're going to be texting people, you have to use the bathroom, eat all these different things. When you write down your task, you write down a realistic time zone of when you want to start and how long it'll take. If you write down when you want to start, when you want to finish, you're going to be disappointed. Write down how long it'll take.
That would never work for me.
Yeah, you write down how long you want to take, and you try to stick in that time limit. A lot of people have different things to do in the day, and it's so hard to focus. So this is just one strategy. You write out your plan for the day, for the week, take how much time it'll take, and then go try to accomplish those tasks. You track what you're spending your day doing so that you can improve the next day and the next day, so that you can continuously get better and get more things done.
For sure. That's a really great strategy.
100%. But I know that all that effort is not going nowhere. It is going to make you the next big thing. And before we get into that, I want to show the trailer. So here we go.
The youngest self-made millionaires ever, 6 years old. Isabella turned her back on the pageant circuit.
By
At the age of 6 years old, I was named one of the youngest self-made millionaires.
When I get on stage, I just go at it 100%.
When I was little, I would always do my makeup. I've been doing my makeup since I could walk.
I think what brought me to where I am today is really my mom.
I got my big job for New York Fashion Week back in 2016.
I did about over 300 pageants and won probably over $60,000.
I started ice skating when I was 2, and I loved it ever since.
My mom's a singer, my dad's a DJ. I always thought that, I could follow in their footsteps.
Yeah, I mean, that's an amazing thing. So can you tell us about what is the Amazon Prime show Next Big Thing?
So Next Big Thing NYC is a new teen reality show which follows me and other teens. We have R&B singer, rapper, makeup artist, figure skater, gotta remember them all, pageant girl, actress, youngest self-made millionaire, entrepreneur. We have the DJ. We have everything on this show, and we're all young, so it's really interesting to watch. And yeah, so basically shows, the business side of things in all of our lives and everything we have going on.
Yeah.
But also because COVID did hit, you also get to see so much of like our normal lives together, just like hanging out and having fun and doing normal things, which is really awesome because I feel like that's what makes the show relatable to other teens watching it.
Yeah.
Because you get to see like us just messing around and then, oh, she said this about me and I don't like her and I don't like him. And like who's together, who's not, who's friends, who's not. So there's a lot of drama on this show if you watch it. But it's real. Like that's real life. That's what happens. And I feel like if Next Big Thing didn't show that, then I don't know how many people would be interested in it because I feel like that's what makes it so relatable. But then you also see us doing like really cool brand deals and performances and live television show interviews, like really cool things that everybody's doing. And we're kind of like our own little support group. Like we all just support each other. We're hyping each other up and we all have the same goal. Like we want to make it to the top just in different aspects of the industry. So yeah, I think it's really awesome. But yeah, that's what Next Big Thing is. You get to see business, you get to see drama, you get to see fun. You got a whole mixture of things going on.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And it's from the youth. But my big thing is the fact that you are in the scope of that greatness is just amazing. So how does it feel even to be named Miss Teen World Connecticut and to be on a show like this?
It feels insane actually. Because I feel like this is something that, like, as a little girl, I always dreamed of. Like, I want to be on the TV. Like, I want people to watch me. And
yeah, like
I said, I was never shy. Like, I liked to be the center of attention. When you're younger, like, you want everybody to be paying attention to you. And it's kind of different now that I'm older. I look at it differently, but it was definitely like what I wanted when I was younger. So now that I'm older and like I have big titles and I know that people look up to me and like I really do have a big platform to use in a good way. And I'm actively doing that, which is awesome. Being on the TV is like totally different, but gives me the same feeling. Everything I'm doing with my pageant titles is really gratifying because it's a good feeling to know that you're doing something good. Yeah. But being on the TV is just like unreal because it's like, whoa, like that's my face on Amazon. Like people are literally watching me all over. So that's just, I don't even know how to like explain the feeling. It's just like awesome.
Yeah. And you said that it was your dream. So now that you are starting to, and this is only the beginning of your greatness, now that you're starting to come to that point, do you think that you have the same dream or has it changed?
Definitely have the same dream. I want to keep doing the stuff I'm doing, even if I grow out of pageants, even if I did grow out of pageants, which I don't think that's going to happen until I age out. But if I ever did, I wouldn't want to give up everything I've been doing with pageantry. I would still want to use just my normal social media platforms and just who I am as a person to keep doing that good stuff because, like I said, like it makes me feel good that I'm doing it and I enjoy doing it. So that's not something I would ever just throw to the side, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, with Next Big Thing NYC, this is just a start to my dream of being on TV and being in movies and stuff like that. So, no, that's not changed. I definitely want to continue to be on TV, and I hope I make it on big movies one day.
And I promise you will. As long as you have the motivation you want to get there, I promise you will. It doesn't matter how. You will get there if you believe that you can. If you believe in yourself with anything in life, you can get there. You can make it. You can defy the odds. That is literally what we stand for. But to have a mindset like that, you have to be very strong and be very intelligent. But you have to be inspired. You have to motivate yourself. So, Maya, who would you say is your inspiration?
I always say this, but my biggest inspiration is definitely my mom. I even said it in the Next Big Thing trailer.
Aw.
Like when my mom was younger, obviously I didn't get to see her doing it because I was not here yet, but
Yeah.
she used to dance and she used to sing and she used to do pageants and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So she's not just because I'm following in her footsteps, but she's also just a very selfless, loving person who, you know, works all day for my family and I and is always there for me. She's like my number one best friend. Always there to talk to, always there to get me where I need to go, always make sure I have everything I need. And she truly is just like such a good person from the inside out. And I don't know what I would do if I did not have that type of mom. Like just from like a young age, she works a very, very crazy scheduled job. And so I may have not gotten to spend as much time with my mom when I was younger as other kids did.
Yeah.
But I feel like it honestly for, you know, you would think that because I didn't get as much time with my mom when I was younger as some other people did, that our relationship wouldn't be as strong, but it's definitely stronger because I was from a young age. I think that's why I'm so independent today. I was always like, oh, I need to pack this for dance comp because I know mom's not coming. So I need to put this in here and I need to do my own makeup and all this kind of stuff. So from a young age, I was like maturing and I was learning how to be independent, which I think is really awesome because I look at myself now and I can pretty much do anything on my own, even though I love to call my mom like every minute just because I know it annoys her. Like, oh, what should I eat for breakfast? Like, but I really feel like I could do a lot because I learned from a young age how to be independent and like do it yourself. Like, you got it. So she's definitely my biggest inspiration, biggest best friend, best mom in the world. Any free award you could give her. Like, that's the type of mom I want to be when I have my own kids.
Oh man, that is so sweet and that is so true. That's amazing to hear. I promise you. I mean, you're definitely going on the right path. I mean, you're definitely following her footsteps. And the greatest thing, my mom told me that the greatest thing a parent can do is take what they've learned in their life, the good, and when their kids come around, they make everything that they've learned that's good go even farther. So I'm guaranteeing you that you will go so much farther and you are not anywhere close to done yet. But we'll start to close up here. Where can people support you, find you on social media and everything that you do?
On social media, on Instagram, you can find me. It's just at Maya Zeller. Zeller's with an X. I think my name should be up on here, right?
Yeah, everything will be
Zeller's
really
with an X. No numbers, no nothing. Just at Maya Zeller. And TikTok's pretty much the same, but with 4 R's at the end of Zeller because for some reason Maya Zeller was taken, which I don't know how or why. You know. So definitely give me a follow on those platforms. I'm always posting on social media. Updates on Next Big Thing are on there. Oh, follow Next Big Thing NYC on Instagram because that's where you'll see all the behind the scenes, stuff like that. And, you know, watch Next Big Thing because once you get to episode 4, you're not going to be able to turn back. I promise you that. Big incidents on episode 4.
Most definitely. And I'm a big reality star person, so I'll definitely be taking a watch on that and supporting everything that you do. Maya, you are amazing and you are going to amaze so many others. What would you say to someone who is looking to follow in your footsteps?
To someone who's looking to follow in my footsteps or do similar things that I'm doing, or even if you're doing your own thing, it's completely different from what I'm doing in my life, but you just need somebody to talk to about getting where you want to be, I would say not to give up. because sometimes it's not your time and it's somebody else's time, and you might think that you're not good enough because somebody else is getting there faster. But like I said, for me, even when I was younger at dance competitions, I never won anything. I was always the one that was sitting there like, oh, I did not win anything. And I always thought when I was younger, I'd start to cry and I'd be like, oh, I don't know why I can't do it. But my mom would be like, don't you dare cry. Like, if I see one tear come down your face right now, because she knew, like, you're going to keep growing and learning and you're going to get better and better each day. And one day it's going to be your turn and your time, and you'll see that and other people will see that. So what I like to tell people all the time is just don't give up just because somebody else is succeeding faster than you. Because if you keep putting in the work, you're going to get there. And that moment for you is going to be like insane. It's going to be amazing. And I just feel like, you know, people are going to hate on you. People are going to want to tell you that you can't do it. But I promise you, you can. Nothing comes without hard work. So you just got to put the work in.
Yes, you said it beautifully. Maya Zeller, you are an inspiration. And I so look up to you. I know that millions more will. And I mean, you are truly at 16 years old going after life. You are doing everything. You, my friend, are defying the odds. So a round of applause to you, most definitely. I want you to do something, because it's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to believe it. I want you to say loud and proud who you are, what you do, and I am Defiant.
I'm Maya Zeller, and I am a role model and hopefully an inspiration, and I am Defiant.
Oh, you are so there. Oh my gosh. I am proud of you, Maya. You are amazing. And it's been a pleasure talking to you, getting to know you. I can't wait to see just how much you grow and how much more you do. I can guarantee you we'll be supporting everything that you do, because you are going after life. I mean, you are the next big thing. Let me just put it straight. I'll put it straight. So thank you so much for speaking to us. I can't wait to connect with you more, but right now I'm going to close it out. So it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Guys, I mean, I'm speechless. I sincerely look up to Maya because she's younger than me, but she's already going after her life in a way that I really want to. I mean, she said it was her dream to make it on TV and to be an inspiration. That's my dream as well. But I'm looking to her. If you can look to those around you who are doing great things and follow in their footsteps, then you will start to develop the greatness that they have. You will start to garner their success. The most important thing that you can do is surround yourself with people who you want to be like. Surround yourself in a good environment. Put yourself around good things. Invest in yourself. And that can even be in a small way as smiling. You put a smile on your face every day. When you put a smile on your face, it means that you don't have to be positive, but you're making yourself. It's going to affect your mood, which will affect every single thing that you do, every action you take. So inspire yourself. Surround yourself with people of greatness and look up, follow the people that you want to be like. It's not necessary to wait in life to go after your dreams. You can do it now. And Maya is a fantastic representation of that. That's why I look up to her so much. And I mean, I'm keeping my cool right now, if I'm being honest with you, because I mean, she is doing so much and I very much look up to it. I commend it. So if you enjoy as much as I do the stories and the people that we're sharing, make sure to subscribe to the Defiant Ones Team podcast. You can find us on all social media, our podcast and magazine, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Defiant Ones Mag. You can check out our website to learn more about us, get your online or physical magazine, as well as check out the podcast, our team. If you want to become an advertiser or sponsor, all of that is available on our website, defiantonesmag.com. You can find me, your host, Christian Kindafy Robinson, on Instagram and Facebook at Kindafy. That's Kindafye. And I mean, if you continue to support us, we will continue to promote great things. I believe that we have so much more potential, just like Maya, and I cannot wait for you guys to see the progression of this. I mean, just even what we're doing, it's an example. So with that, I'll close it out. I hope that you all have a fantastic week. I am so looking forward to the next show. We will have another show this week, so stay tuned and watch our social media for that post. But till then, be great and be defiant.